Hey guys, this is Venom from PCP Gaming, and we're going to be talking about the awesome new PUBG Mobile update that we got to test out in the PUBG beta. The beta was open to everybody in the PUBG Mobile official Discord group, so if you haven't joined that Discord group, there's a link in the description of the video. Let's start with the awesome animated title screen, which looks really good by the way. Now you can log in from Twitter and Facebook, and there's a more button coming for other kinds of logins. Character creation is pretty much the same except for a select residence option, which we will discuss later. Now the game features an awesome map selection menu. You can either pick Erangel or Miramar, or random, where you're placed randomly in either of the maps. It's a pretty cool feature, so if you're someone who really wants to play a lot of Miramar, you still can. Loading screens are awesome now by the way, and I hope Tencent releases official PUBG Mobile wallpapers for us to download for our phones and PCs. And finally, we are in the map. We start at the prison just like the old PUBG PC version. Miramar uses a pretty up-to-date version of the map, but there are a few differences from the PC version, like the Oasis and the other settlements in the northern regions haven't been added yet. Hopefully Tencent will add them in a later PUBG Mobile update. There have been some cool new weapon additions like the sawed-off shotgun, which replaces the pistol basically. It's only got 2 shots like the double barrel and takes a long time to reload. If you're wondering what it sounds like, the other new weapon that is coming to the new PUBG Mobile update is the Winchester, which is an awesome rifle. Also known as the Sheriff's Rifle, it's a one-shot kill to the head in some cases. If you've noticed the kill feed on the left-hand side of the screen, it also features the flag that you pick on the character creation screen. The ability to pick your flag is a nice touch, and it's a pretty cool way to flaunt your country in-game. I personally really love this feature. Miramar is a very dangerous map with lots of cliffs to get you killed, so make sure you don't make the mistake I did. Alright, so now let's talk about the new map and what's in the map. So we've got some awesome cities like El Pozo and Los Leones, which are the really big cities. And then you've got the smaller cities like La Cobiera, San Martin, Chumacera, and a whole bunch of others that I cannot pronounce. The most popular drops are going to be the Hacienda del Patron, or HDP, and Picado. These are generally the hot spots that streamers like to drop at and most pro PUBG players like to drop at. Hacienda del Patron is pretty much the school of the new map, and Picado can be likened to Pochinki but is a little smaller, I think. For those of you looking for the military drop, it's right in the top corner of the screen. It's a bit of a far drop, so I don't know if it really makes sense to go for it. But if you're somebody who has to drop at military, well, it's right there. There's also ruins on the far left-hand corner of the screen, but nobody goes there, at least I don't go there. I have to say the optimization for this map is really well done, and I'm actually looking forward to playing this on stream with my friends and my viewers. Miramar is a urban warfare / wasteland warfare situation. So you're going to find yourself in very crowded close quarter combat locations, or you're going to find yourself getting sniped in the middle of the desert. It's a very interesting contrast, and looking for cover in Miramar is going to be difficult because you're not going to have trees to hide behind, and you will be depending on the terrain to hide you. So that's going to be a very interesting change for all the new PUBG Mobile players. Arcade version lets you pick between 8-minute games that have the game modes like all weapons and item heaven, whereas snipers only lets you just play snipers. This is great because I personally love snipers mode the most, and I wish the PUBG PC version had this feature. There also seems to be a weather system update because they seem to have added fog. This does not look like the fog update, which is dynamic, which was seen in the Savage Map update in the PC version. But I have to say, snipers only in fog is fantastic. The 4 times is pretty unusable, but I still managed to get a few shots. I really think the Tencent team is doing a fine job learning from Bluehole and adding their own variables to the PUBG equation, enhancing the experience in my opinion. The training room has a few updates that are quite cool. I never saw these moving targets before, and I think they're a cool addition. Shooting them pushes them down, but since the beta had a bit of lag, it looked a little off. I'm sure Tencent will fix this in the final update. The lake also had one of these targets in the center. This is actually pretty cool for practice. I'm not sure if you and a buddy can get into practice together, but if you can, this is a good way to practice shooting from a moving boat. And of course, let's not forget the new vehicles. The pickup truck sort of feels like a faster UAZ, and I really like the turning sensitivity. The car seemed to blow up with 30 AK shots at close range, giving it an average health. The minivan was slower but tougher to drive around. Turns are tricky and I wouldn't drive this thing off-road. I didn't check if the wheel glitch from the PC version is still there. To activate the wheel glitch, shoot off one tire and see if the minivan goes faster than its usual top speed, and let me know in the comments if it's still there. What was surprising was that the minivan took about 40 shots to explosion, making it the tankiest vehicle around. The bike felt pretty standard. It's very clear only the texture has been changed. Speaking of textures, I spotted a few buggies in Miramar with really cool textures. I especially loved this rad radiation one, which I found on my live stream. Finally, I'm pretty excited about the update. I hope you guys are as well. Tencent has been doing a fantastic job with PUBG Mobile, and I hope they continue to treat us with new content to keep the PUBG spirit burning in our hearts. I'm Venom from PCP Gaming, and if you found this video informative, do leave a like and subscribe. Peace and happy gaming.